What's up, guys and gals? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys the latest episode review of Dr. Stone. Now, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I will be making this a video rather short because honestly, I'm a little concerned myself. I know there was quite a bit of worry mongering or scaremongering or whatever you want to call it around this whole FTC YouTube thing with the Child Protective Act and stuff. And I thought, when I first saw it, I just thought it was pretty simple. No, I swear in my videos, my content isn't for children. I thought it was pretty straightforward. I don't monetize. I don't have ads. It's pretty straightforward for me. But further down the line, it might prove an issue. And apparently, none of that seems to matter right now to the FTC. And this looming thing that a lot of people are worried about is individual content creators being fined money and stuff. So honestly, right now, I don't really know what the direction of this channel is going to be. So even though this might not be the video to do it on, that's why this video is coming out a little late and it's going to be relatively short. But that being said, you didn't come here to listen to me gripe about those YouTube problems. What you came for was episode 18 of Dr. Stone. Now, this can be summed up pretty well. We have Gen the Mentalist doing his thing, doing what he does best. Lie through his teeth, play to the strengths. We also meet the, I guess, co-captain of the Tsukasa Empire, or the other man in charge. We meet Hyoga, or I think it's Hyoga. I'm very bad with the Japanese pronunciation and stuff, and I didn't really catch it in the episode. But Hyoga is a beast. He's got a very interesting spear trick to fight. And basically at the end of the last episode, we knew that the Tsukasa Empire was coming. Hyoga leads a group of basically barbarian-looking dudes who all look the damn same with different Viking-type hairstyles and one with pigtails, which just looks weird. And they all show up, to go and fight and stuff like that. We have Kinro. Kinro actually he holds the bridge. He manages to defeat them. But of course, Hyoga is a master spearsman, and Kinro doesn't really stand much of a chance, especially with his fuzzy eye sickness. So they manage to bluff that they have rifles. We see that they bluff this whole idea. Senku uses the last of his gunpowder that he's collected. He makes kind of a fire bang shot, and we have Magma throw a quite big sized rock up against the cliff face to make a louder sound and stuff. And they believe that they have rifles now, they have to retreat, that kind of stuff. And from then on, it's kind of okay, we're gonna have Kingdom of Science versus Kingdom of Might. They believe they have rifles, and Senku realizes this. So they both conclude that they're going to have to go and fight on the day of a storm, because then they won't be able to, ignite the thing. They won't be able to use their guns properly and such. Hyoga doesn't seem to be as in control as first pictured or thought here of all the members of the Kingdom of Might. He says, well, actually, the day of the storm, Senku, he would know that automatically. If this Senku person is actually alive, that Tsukasa was hyping up that he's the most dangerous man. Right now, he would know that our day of striking is on the day of the storm. He will have contingencies in place. Our best bet is to go back to the Tsukasa Empire, build up a huge army, and just take it by force, regardless. The men there disagree. And it's interesting. They don't really take him into account. They don't listen to him. And they basically say, okay, we're going to fight on the day of the storm. Hyoga, he relents. He relents this and just says, yeah, sure, whatever, pawns, useless, whatever, I don't really care. So they still go to fight on the day of the storm. We see Senku, he was like, okay, what are we going to do, sort of idea, and he had this whole plan with Kasaki. He had this whole plan in between all this to try to figure something out. What we do see is him on the bridge, standing alone, ready to, launch up and fire, and he can't because of the storm and the rain and the wind, and he's like, oh no, and then from all sides, where they jumped out of on the middle of a bridge, I have no idea. But from all sides, we have the former chief of the village. We have Magma. We have Kohaku. We have Kinro and Ginro. We have our army of samurai warriors. We have Japanese katanas. We have Japanese steel. And I'm like, all right, all right, that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, I can't say cool anymore. FTC might come for me. Now, that being said, pretty much this whole idea of the twofold process, we get like katana acquired, and we see the process on how they continuously, you heat the metal up, you beat it to death, you fold it, you heat it up, you beat it to death, you fold it. Senku claims that the whole 10-fold trick or the 13-fold trick and such is not necessary anymore. That they found out that the properties in the metal, that 2 folds is enough. I believe there is still methods that still believe that no, science might say that. I believe there are many actual Japanese swords that still, no, this is 8-fold, this is 10-fold, that kind of stuff. That's what they do, regardless of what science has said. It's hard to say. I haven't done enough research into it, but I would find it odd that if they've figured out that, after 2 folds versus 8 folds, that the 8 folds are no better. I don't know how you would actually. I guess the technology was there to figure that out. But either way, point is that Senku says either way, even if I don't think he says it quite like that, but suffice it to say, the way I'm saying it is that it doesn't really matter. 2 folds is enough to make the damn thing. I still get a sharp ass blade. Might not be perfect. We are not katana artisans, but we're gonna have katanas. And in this stone world, they're gonna be the cat's meow next to guns, which we do not have. So he's like, yeah, let's do this. So they come out, they fight, of course, the barbarian guys. They are nothing. They are nothing to the power and might of the katana. Here is where Hyoga enters the scene. And he manages to, as he already beat back Kinro, so he manages to basically beat back quite a few of them, beats back Magma. Magma drops his katana into the river and stuff, and they're like, damn, he's got this spinning spear trick where they can't follow the tip of the blade. It looks like a moon or a sphere. It's impossible to tell the direction. They try to work together, of course, to do this, but to fight him. But still, it seems like this guy is in another league. Even Kohaku seems to be having some difficulty getting in close. If he got in close, it would be a fair fight. But this spear is unmatched. They just can't seem to get in close. This is when halfway through an attack aimed at Kohaku, the spear tip actually breaks. Hyoga looks at this, and at first I'm thinking, okay, the reason this broke is because maybe with these stone tools they aren't adequate. It wasn't made by the Kingdom of Science. The velocity and force that he constantly uses it at stresses this bamboo type spear blade thing too much. Doesn't seem to be the case. There was a fine sliver put into it by none other than the Mentalist Gen, who plays his part so well. Then of course the artwork, the facial expressions, it's all there, and he's like, you know what, I am the betrayer. It's my favorite flower, the black nightshade or whatever it's called, nightshade. And he goes, it actually means liar. And he goes, that's what I am, sort of idea. Tosses the tool he used that Sukiya delivered to Gen back to Senku. And of course, we don't see Senku. Of course, they aren't frontline fighters. Gen and Senku are not combatants, but we see a very nice shot of them dressed in samurai garb, being like, we have successfully won between Senku's brain, like the power of brain power in a kind of mental format. It reminds me a little bit, Dr. Stone does this, it's similar to Food Wars or Shokugeki no Soma, where, the interpretation of the foodgasm sort of idea, right? That kind of idea. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty much the episode. Now, I think it was a really good setup episode. I love the pacing. It was quick, it was fast, we don't waste a whole lot of time. Basically, the episode last is like the Tsukasa Empire. They're basically on their way, and then next episode, boom, they're here. They're already here. They don't waste like half an episode like leading up to when are they going to arrive. No, they're already here. They were here. They attack. They retreat. They attack again. We have a success by the Kingdom of Science. We meet Hyoga, and Gen basically officially, formally, basically converts over to the Kingdom of Science. He's done doing the flip-flop stuff, it seems. Anyways, so that's pretty much the episode. As I said, I liked it. As I said, the pacing was good. The musical score was good. Once again, forgot that the opening was different, and I much more preferred this opening theme. I don't know, or something about the animation or something. I don't know what I find that's so drastically different or that I like so much more. but I do. I like the new opening. So, but anyways, yeah. So what episode 19 is going to hold? You know, because now Tsukasa knows, or he's going to know, that Senku is alive. That's a big thing. And right now, they need to hurry up and make guns. The whole thing is these katanas, they might have bought them some time and stuff, but they can't be that far away. They need to do this. Like, now, Senku's got to work tirelessly to make not just katanas. He's got to go get gunpowder. He's got to make more inventions. He's got to make this, that, and the other thing. He's got to make so many contingency plans to fight against the Kingdom of Might, the Tsukasa Empire versus the Kingdom of Science. So, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be the all-out war. We're coming to a close to the end of the season. Now, I assume it's going to be a Season 2 is on the horizon here, but as I said, I have no idea where our YouTube is going to be in 2020 and such like that, or my channel for that matter. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But and no, guys, I probably won't be making a video in case you're curious. I won't be making a video like a lot of content creators are about the FTC stuff or the Child Online Protection Act or any of that stuff. I'm not going to be making that all about the $42,000 fine. All those things, I'm not going to be making a separate video about that. I may complain about it in my videos and stuff, kind of like, ha ha ha, I'm not worried at all, ha 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 ha. You know, but, you know, nervous laughter insert here sort of idea. But that being said, this isn't really the video for that, but just thought I'd let you guys know. That being said, I know this is a relatively short one, but it is what it is, and, you know, we've got to keep pumping out this content. I'm still behind on the Dr. Stone, still behind on the Shokugeki no Soma, still behind on this, that, and the other thing. So I got to keep getting this video content out to you guys while I still can. That being said, like, comment, and subscribe. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I always really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that bell notification if you guys want to know every single time I drop a video. This video was not rated for children. Probably should have said it at the beginning. This is not a child content video. It's a 20-something-year-old, rather relatively handsome YouTube Canadian sitting here talking to you about a show that is, in my opinion, not for kids. So that being said, like, comment, subscribe, as I said. And I'm not drinking, but tea. So go Cowboys, and we'll see you here for the next review. This has been Griever. See ya.